Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Ahmed and this is Altcoin Era. I hope you're all well. I hope you're good. I have to admit we've seen better days and unfortunately we're down hard. It looks like markets are pricing in a pandemic by the likes of it. So I'll explain what's going on. Some of you are new, some of you are just surprised. I'll help you out. Let's get straight into it. Make sure you sign up to our private members. It's in the link in the description below. I'm going to take you back in history. We're going to go back way back into 2016. I don't know what you were doing during that time. Maybe you was in high school. Maybe you was in college. Maybe you was at work. During July 2016, BTC dominance kept on going higher and higher and higher and higher. And then it peaked by the end of the year. Altcoins were bleeding profusely during this time. It wasn't until December the 14th we crashed back down. And then after, right over here in phase 3, BTC continued to go higher and higher and higher until we got to phase 4 at the end of the year in January, February times. Now this period was an election period. So it wasn't until BTC got to the next following year in Q1, January, February, that BTC hurdled all the way back down. And then we had a massive altcoin season. This period right here is very similar. We had phase 1 when BTC continued to go up higher and higher into November. Then it hurdled back down and then again raised its ugly head once again and peaked at the end of the year in January. This also was an election year. We went all the way back down to phase 5. It wasn't until phase 5 that we hurdled all the way back down. I'll give you a better illustration. Phase 1 in 2016 and 2017, BTC grinded up into and after the election. Phase 2 was the first substantial dip on BTC dominance when Bitcoin consolidated after its post-election pump. Phase 3 is BTC dominance rebounds after BTC has gotten its year of end pump. BTC most likely peaked. Now we're on phase 4. Sometime in January has typically been the official top of BTC dominance. And finally, phase 5. That's what we're all here for. Altcoin season. That's when we really see our portfolios 10x over 2 weeks. Phase 1, BTC grinds up after and during the election. It peaks around here. Phase 2, first substantial dip in BTC dominance when BTC consolidates after its post-election. Phase 3, BTC rebounds again after election and gets its year of end peak. Phase 4, sometime in January and February has typically been the official top of BTC dominance. And finally, phase 5. This right here is phase 4. BTC continues to head up higher. We peak by January and February for BTC dominance. We form a lower high and then we head down and have altcoin season. Donald Trump confirms Bitcoin reserve plans, 15 trillion price boom prediction. In July, the Republican candidate Donald Trump promised to create a strategic national Bitcoin reserve and predicted Bitcoin could eclipse gold's 16 trillion market capitalization during an appearance at the Bitcoin 2024 conference. You might be thinking that this is all pie in the sky. This is all just hype for BTC to continue to go up higher and higher. No. Russia is taking this serious. Russia's lawmakers this week were revealed to be pushing the country to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. BTC is currently at 7th place. It's ahead of Saudi Aramco, Silver, Facebook, Tesla, and a plethora of different stocks and assets. By the end of this bull run, I believe, just like 2021, we went to 2nd place. I think the last bull run, we got to 3rd or 2nd place. I think this time we're heading straight to number 2. Apple is sitting at 3 trillion market cap. I think BTC could head to 3 trillion. However, during this market, this bull run, I don't think it's heading to 14 trillion. Let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT. If Bitcoin market cap went to 3 trillion, which is realistic, what would the price be? ChatGPT calculated a 3 trillion market cap for BTC will be $153,846. Some dubious speculation, and let's have some fun. I don't think it's happening in this cycle. I think it's going to happen in the next cycle when actual countries buy BTC. If BTC had the same ratio as gold market, one Bitcoin will be worth $717,948. Fear and greed index, we're currently sitting at 81, which is fine. We're still at extreme greed. Remember, we can stay at these elevated prices for a very long time. We stayed at these elevated prices from October the 21st all the way till May 2021. So around 6 to 7 months, we stayed at these elevated prices. It wasn't until we hit May, then we came back down. Remember the proverb? Sell in May and go away. The FOMC meeting is about to happen in literally 2 hours and 24 minutes. We have an estimation, a prediction that most likely they're going to cut another 0.25% basis points. That's a 98.6% probability chance that it's going to happen. The S&P 500 is at 6,061 points. It's just moving sideways. The Nasdaq is moving sideways. The Dow Jones had the biggest loss in consecutive days since 1979. We've had a multiple of red candles right over here, and maybe these interest rates are affecting the Dow Jones 2000. Now the Dow Jones has a compilation of different companies, at least 2,000 different companies, which are the bedrock of the American economy. So maybe, just maybe, they have been holding for too long, and this is a detrimental sight to see at the moment. Who knows? But I think it will do fine. We're heading higher for the Dow Jones. Remember what I said about the correlation between the Dow Jones and the altcoin market. Here is a better illustration. You have the Russell 2000 ETFs on the bottom, and then you have the total market cap, excluding BTC and ETH. What do you notice? They have a correlation between the two. However, if you zoom out of the Dow Jones, what do you see? You don't have to be a rocket scientist. What do you see? No one on this channel should be bearish. Nobody on this channel. If you're bearish, get out. Here is a tweet from Eric, and he's been following crypto ETFs for a while. Bitcoin's ETF and also Ethereum's ETF for many years. And this is what he's tweeted. We expect a wave of cryptocurrency ETFs next year. First out is likely the BTC and ETH combo ETFs. Then Litecoin, then BTC forks like Bitcoin Cash, etc., commodities, then HBAR, XRP, Solana, etc., ADA. What happened in crypto in the last 12 hours? BTC touches all-time highs of $108,000. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF has had 13 days of continuous inflows. Binance Alpha announced the first batch of projects as Karma, Chems, APX, and AIXBT. Number 4, Penguin airdropped touches 6 billion FTV. I'm not a fan of Penguin, to be fair, but congratulations to everyone that bought or hodled Penguin. Number 5, we have Stacks launches SBTC. I'm holding Stacks. I got airdrop Stacks. I'm holding it. I'm going to keep holding it. Number 5, Saga. Saga launches Mainnet 2.0. We have Omni that launches Core Mainnet. But I wanted to speak to you about this. Finally, Ripple has actually made a product. Finally, XRP rises nearly 4% as Ripple launches RLUSD stablecoin. This is their website: stable, transparent, trusted Ripple USD. You can check out their white paper. But you know what's very interesting? It's been backed by major banks. So surprisingly, they actually did what they were going to do. I remember years ago on their white paper, they were actually saying that they're going to do this. And it wasn't until 8 or 9 or 10 years later that they actually did it. So well done. Bitcoin price targets currently sitting at $104,000 and some change. we are down 1.81%. So from here, we could go down another 5% and retest 100K, form it as support, clear support, and then head up one more time to around 120,000 US dollars. This cycle is not over, ladies and gentlemen. ETH price targets currently sitting at $3,874. We are moving sideways. We're down slightly for today, 0.49%. You know how I feel about Ethereum. If you want some good price entries, then wait for prices to get to 3,534. That's an 8% decrease. If BTC goes down lower, then our alts are going to get annihilated. It's just the game that we're playing in. Unfortunately, when BTC goes up, our alts outperform. When they go down, our alts underperform. However, I do think Ethereum will do better than majority of altcoins. I think it's going to move sideways if BTC heads lower, and then we'll probably go up higher. The rest of the market is going to bleed for quite some time. Solana price targets currently at $216. We're down 3.08%. Look at that trend line. Look how it's respecting my trend line. Look at that, folks. If we hold above this area and continue to form it as support, then we're heading up to this upper area of $258. However, if you do want to continue to buy the blood, then I would look for a price around this trend line. I'll buy around here, although I don't think it'll get there, but if you're lucky, fingers crossed, you can still buy back lower prices and DCA downwards. ADA price targets currently at $1.02. We are down slightly, 2.71%. It looks like we're heading down to this area at 96 cents. If it holds around here, that's a good area to buy. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to retest these areas, folks. I'm sorry, because we went up too fast, too quick. ADA could probably get to around 85 cents, 75 cents, and maybe 64 cents. You know these coins go down more than anyone anticipated. You know this by now. Altcoins bleed hard. They bleed hard. And you know you shouldn't be fearful at this time, especially in this period where we're very, very close to altcoin season. AVAX price targets currently at $46, and we are down slightly, 3.21%. Most likely we're going to head to this area at $43.87. Then probably hit these areas, then most likely hit these areas as support. My last entry is probably at $37. So that's a decrease from wick all the way until $37.22. This is if BTC heads down. If BTC drops another, 5 to 10%? If BTC drops 10%, alts are going to drop double. 20%, 25%, they're going to get crushed. Dogecoin currently at 38 cents and we're down 2.35%. We're probably going to head to this area at 27 cents. But the caveat is if BTC heads down, then of course alts are going to head back. They're just thin air at the moment. Next area to buy is at $1.52. Let's have a look at some of the AI plays. Near. Now Near is probably going to head down to this area. My trend line over there at $5.46. Getting some cheeky bids right over here. Ton. If you're bullish about Ton, my next entry will be right over here. You know that wick right over here? That's a good area to buy. Normally, price tends to go to the wicks. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but for some reason, price action tends to follow these wicks. Spectral. Currently at $12. A good buy is around here at $10. If you missed all of this, a good entry where it has the most confluence will be around here at $10. Tau price targets currently at $525.84. We are slightly up for today at 1%. I think Tau is fine. It's going to move sideways. However, if you do want to buy the dip, I would go for this area around $420 is a great buy. If it wicks down and goes to $353, that's an amazing buy. I think Tau is going to be at least in the top 20, maybe the top 10 in coin market cap. We have mint layer. Currently, it's gone down for today 6%. All in all, it's gone down 51%. 51%. Our next area of support is at this trend line right over here, around 10 cents. I think we can hold 10. Maybe we'll wick all the way down to around 7 cents. That will break my pattern. However, I'm still optimistic with mint layer. I think we need to break this area. Once we break this area, I promise you, once we break this area, it's thin air. We're going to wick all the way up to around 50 cents. Finally, we have Casper. I haven't spoken about Casper for quite some time. There was a subscriber. Big up EB. Big yourself up. Respect, much respect. I hope you're doing well. But he basically asked me what I think about Casper. I think Casper fundamentally is a very, very good coin. Casper from 2022 all the way till 2024 March period, it went up a whopping 135x. 13,000%. I can see Casper doing probably another 5 to 10x. Maybe if it gets to $1, that's a 5x. 5x, that's it. Casper was the trade of the year during 2022, 2023. It's not the trade of the year. It is not the trade of the year. And I don't think it's going to be the trade of the year in 2025. Casper is already sitting at a 3.5 billion valuation. It's in the top 50. If, however, it goes to the top 10, maybe the top 20, let's say for argument's sake, Casper got to around the top 20. Polkadot is sitting at 12 billion market cap. Casper is valued right now at 3.5 billion, a 4x difference. Let's just say we get to the top 10, Tron. Okay, Tron is sitting at 23 billion market cap. That's a 7x return, 70 cents. It will be the same as Tron, give or take. So here is a better illustration. If Casper had the same market cap as Polkadot at 12 billion US dollars, one Casper would be worth 47 cents, an upside of 262%. Let's go for Tron. If Casper had the same market cap as Tron, and Tron is in the top 10, top 13, one Casper would be worth 89 cents, and that's an upside of 587%. If you got to the end and you haven't liked, please, for the love of God, like, subscribe, join. See you next time. Love, peace.